The night is quiet. The water is dark and heavy against the stone. You are standing on the edge of an ancient harbor, where the old world leans down to meet the sea. The moon hangs low over the water, casting a long, pale path across the surface of the Aegean. The air is soft and cool, and it carries the scent of salt, of dried thyme on the hillsides, of old wood warmed by the day and now slowly giving up its heat to the night. There is no hurry here. There is nothing to do but breathe, and watch, and let the quiet settle over you. The harbor is still. The small waves lap against the stone pier, a slow and gentle sound, again and again, like the breathing of something vast and patient. Somewhere out in the dark, a rope creaks. A bird calls once, far away, and then is silent. The ship is waiting for you. Its hull is long and curved, like the back of a great fish resting in the shallows. The wood is dark and smooth, worn by salt and sun and the hands of many sailors. The single mast rises into the night, and the furled sail is a pale shape against the stars. The ship rocks gently in the tide, and the ropes that hold it to the shore creak softly, pulling and easing, pulling and easing. You step down onto the deck. The wood is cool and slightly damp beneath you. The whole vessel shifts under your weight, a slow and easy motion, and then settles. You find a place near the rail where you can rest, and you sit, and you feel the ship move beneath you, rising and falling with the breathing of the sea. The sailors move quietly around you. Their feet are bare on the planks, and they make almost no sound. They speak in low voices, only a word here and there, the language of people who have done this many times and need few words to understand one another. One of them loosens the mooring lines from the stone. Another leans against the long steering oar at the stern. There is no shouting, no rush. Everything happens slowly, in its own time. The lines are slipped. The ship drifts free of the shore. The long oars dip into the dark water, and the rowers find their rhythm. The oars rise and fall together, breaking the still surface, and the moon's reflection scatters into 1,000 fragments and then slowly knits itself back together. The sound is deep and hollow, a rhythmic splash that echoes against the harbor walls. You are moving now, out past the stone breakwater, out into the open night. The city behind you begins to fade. The lights from the houses are small, warm flickers scattered across the dark hills, like coals in the ashes of a fire. On the high ground above the town, the temples catch the moonlight, their white marble columns standing pale and silent, like watchers gazing out over the water. The harbor wall slides past, and then the last of the town is behind you, and there is only the sea. The air grows cooler as you leave the shelter of the land. A breeze comes up off the water, steady and clean. The sailors raise the sail, and it rises with a heavy rustle of linen, and then it fills, billowing outward with a soft, full sound, like a great breath drawn in. The oars are shipped and stowed. The ship leans gently with the wind and begins to glide forward, smooth and quiet, cutting a soft line through the dark water. This is the Aegean. It is a sea of islands, hundreds of them, scattered across the water like stones thrown by some ancient hand. For thousands of years, people have sailed these routes, guided by the stars overhead and the familiar shapes of the land. They knew which island was which by the curve of its hills, by the height of its peaks, by the way the light fell upon it at dawn and dusk. The sea was their road, and they knew it as a farmer knows his fields. You lean against the wooden rail and look out at the water. The sea spray is fine and cool against your face. Below you, the water rushes past the hull, a continuous, soothing sound, soft and endless. The moon is bright enough now to show the shape of the waves, low swells that rise and roll and slip beneath the ship and pass on into the dark behind you. Above, the stars are scattered thick across the sky, bright and sharp and clear, more of them than you could ever count. The sailors know the stars. They read them the way you might read a familiar page. They trace the shapes of the constellations and find their way by them, knowing which star rises in the east and which one holds steady in the north. They know the wind as well, the way it shifts with the seasons, the way it smells different when it blows from the dry land than when it blows in off the open sea. They are quiet now, attending to the ship, and the only sounds are the wind in the sail, the water against the wood, and the long, slow creak of the ropes. The ship settles into its rhythm, and so do you. The motion is gentle and constant, a slow rocking that you feel in your whole body. It rises, and pauses, and falls, and rises again. Your shoulders begin to loosen. Your breathing begins to slow, falling into time with the ship and the sea. There is nothing to hold on to, nothing to worry over. The ship knows the way. The sailors know the way. You can simply rest, and let yourself be carried. In the distance, the first island appears. At first it is only a darker shape against the dark horizon, low and long, rising from the water like the back of some great creature asleep beneath the waves. As the ship draws nearer, the shape grows, and you begin to see the cliffs, sheer and rocky, dropping straight down into the sea. The water around the island is calmer, sheltered from the open wind, and the ship's motion eases as you come into its lee. The island is quiet and dark. There are no lights upon it, no signs of people. It is a place of bare stone and low scrub, shaped over ages by the wind and the salt and the slow patience of the rain. The scent of it reaches you across the water, dry and earthy, mixed with the sharp green smell of pine and wild herbs warmed through the long day. The air near the island is still, holding the last of the day's heat in its hollows and along its shores. The ship passes close beneath the cliffs. The moonlight falls across the rock, and you can see its texture, every crack and ledge, carved and smoothed by the endless work of the sea. At the base of the cliffs the small waves break and fall back, a soft rhythmic sound that rises up the stone and out across the water. A few seabirds rest on the high ledges, pale shapes in the dark, and they do not stir as you pass. The ship glides on, slow and silent, and the island slips behind you, and the open sea opens up again ahead. The night deepens. The moon climbs higher, and its light grows brighter and more silver upon the water, laying a shining road across the waves that always seems to lead toward the ship, no matter where you turn. The wind holds steady, full and gentle, carrying you smoothly onward. The rhythm of the ship is a lullaby now, a slow swing that rocks you, easing the last of the day's tension out of your body. The sound of the water is a constant, soothing presence, washing over you, washing the busy thoughts of the day away into the dark. You let your eyes close for a while, and you simply listen to the ship. The wood creaks softly. The ropes strain and ease. The water rushes past the hull, soft and endless. It is a quiet music, the music of a journey through the night. You are safe here, held by the ship, watched over by the stars. The world is very old and very wide, and you are a small part of it, drifting gently across the surface of the deep, going wherever the sea will take you. The islands pass, one after another, dark shapes upon the dark water. Some are large, with mountains that rise up and lose their summits in the soft haze of the night. Some are small, no more than a scatter of rocks with the waves breaking white around them. Each one has its own name, its own story, its own long history written into the stone and the soil. On many of them, in ages past, people built temples to the gods of the sea and the sky, and harbors for their ships, and tombs for those they had loved. The marks they left are still there, weathering slowly under the same stars. You can imagine them, the people who sailed these waters in the long ago. They were merchants, their ships heavy with jars of wine and oil, with sacks of grain, with timber and fine cloth and worked metal. They were fishermen, casting their nets into the deep and drawing them up silver and heavy in the dawn. They were travelers, leaving the only home they had ever known to seek new shores, new lands, new lives across the water. And they watched these same stars, and felt this same wind on their faces, and listened to this same soft rushing of the sea. The ship sails on, a small wooden vessel in the great wide darkness of the sea. The journey is long, but there is no hurry in it, none at all. The night belongs to you. It is a time of quiet, a time of rest, a time when there is nothing you must do and nowhere you must be. The rise and fall of the waves is steady as a heartbeat, slow and sure. You breathe in the cool salt air, and it fills your lungs, and you breathe it out again, and with it goes a little more of the weight you have been carrying. The moon begins its slow descent now, sinking gently toward the western edge of the world. The sky above is a deep and velvet black, dusted everywhere with the soft light of countless stars. The sea below has gone smooth and dark and still, and it holds the stars in its surface, so that the heavens are above you and below you both, and the ship seems to float in the very middle of them, suspended in a quiet world of light and shadow. There is nothing now but the gentle motion, the soft sound of the water, the cool air, the endless stars. The journey continues, slow and calm, a moonlit voyage through the ancient isles. And you can let yourself rest within it, carried softly through the dark, drifting on and on across the sleeping sea. The hours of the night slip by, slow and unhurried, and the ship carries you ever onward across the wide dark water. From time to time a sailor rises and moves quietly along the deck, checking a rope, adjusting the set of the sail, and then settles again into stillness. The lantern by the mast sways gently with the motion of the ship, and its small warm light throws soft shadows that lean and shift and lean again across the worn planks. You watch them for a while, the slow swing of the light and the slow drift of the shadows, until your eyes grow heavy and the watching becomes a kind of dreaming. Far off across the water, on the dark shoulder of a distant island, a single point of light appears, a small fire burning on the shore, perhaps a fisherman's camp, perhaps a beacon kept by those who watch for ships in the night. It glimmers there, tiny and warm and far away, and then the ship moves on and a low headland rises between you and the shore, and the light is gone, and there is only the dark again, and the stars, and the soft and endless rushing of the sea. The constellations turn slowly overhead as the night deepens, wheeling in their great and patient circle around the still point of the north. The sailors name them softly among themselves, the old names, the names of hunters and bears and sisters and ships, the same names their fathers gave them and their fathers before them, back and back through the long generations who have sailed beneath these very stars. The names are a kind of comfort, a map written in light across the sky, telling those who can read it where they are, and where the land lies, and which way the harbor waits. You let the names wash over you without holding on to any of them. They are soft sounds in the dark, like the sound of the water, like the creak of the wood, part of the quiet music of the night. The ship rises and falls beneath you, steady and sure. The cool air moves gently across your face. The salt smell of the sea fills each slow breath you take. There is nothing here that asks anything of you. There is only the journey, carrying you on through the dark, and the deep ease that comes with knowing you have nowhere else to be. The sea is vast, and the ship is small, and yet the smallness is not frightening here. In the dark, beneath the stars. It is a gentle thing, a being held and carried, a being rocked upon the great slow breathing of the deep. The old sailors knew this feeling well. They spent their nights upon the water as you spend yours now, watching the same stars wheel and the same waves roll, lulled by the same motion, carried by the same patient sea toward the same quiet dawn. Across all the centuries between, the sea has not changed, and neither has the deep peace it offers to those who give themselves over to it. So let yourself be carried. Let the ship hold you. Let the slow rise and fall of the waves rock you gently, on and on, while the stars turn overhead and the dark water slips endlessly past. There is nothing to do now but rest, and breathe, and drift, here upon the quiet sea, in the long and gentle middle of the moonlit night. The light is changing. Slowly, so slowly that at first you hardly notice, the darkness begins to soften. The moon has gone down below the western horizon, and in the east the sky is no longer black but a deep and bruised purple, and then a quiet gray, the color of doves and ashes. The stars grow faint, one by one, fading gently into the brightening sky. The sea changes with it, the black water taking on the first pale colors of the dawn. The wind drops away to almost nothing, and the air is still and cool and clean. The ship glides on toward a new island. This one is different from the bare and rocky shapes of the night. It is larger, and greener, its hills rising in long, gentle terraces planted with olive trees and rows of climbing vines. A city stands above the harbor, its white walls beginning to glow softly in the early light. The houses are built one above another, climbing the steep hillside, flat-roofed and close together, their walls washed pale. The harbor below is a wide crescent of stone, curving out into the water, sheltering the calm bay within its arms. The ship slows as it comes in. The great sail comes down with a long rustle of heavy linen, and the sailors gather it in and bind it to the spar. The oars come out again, and their slow rhythmic splash returns, easing the ship gently across the still water of the bay. The water here is clear, so clear that you can look down and see the sandy bottom far below, the dark shapes of rocks, the slow drift of weed, and now and then the silver flash of a fish turning in the depths. The ship comes alongside the stone pier with the softest of bumps, and the ropes are thrown out and made fast, and the long voyage of the night comes to rest. You step off the ship and onto the stone. After the long motion of the sea, the ground feels strangely solid and still beneath you, holding the faint chill of the night that has not yet burned away. The city above is beginning to wake. Thin lines of smoke rise from the chimneys, straight up into the windless air. The narrow streets, paved with worn and uneven stone, wind upward from the water's edge, climbing between the close-set houses. The air smells of wood smoke and of bread baking somewhere out of sight, and underneath it all the clean sharp scent of the sea. You walk up into the city. The houses lean close together, their walls thick to hold out the heat of the coming day. The wooden doors are heavy and dark, studded with iron, and the windows are small and shuttered. The light is soft here in the narrow ways, filtered and cool, falling in pale stripes across the stone where it finds a gap between the roofs. The sound of the sea fades behind you, and in its place come the small sounds of a town waking, a door opening, a voice calling softly, the scrape of a broom, the distant bleat of a goat. The marketplace opens before you, a wide and open square at the heart of the town, surrounded on its sides by a colonnade of marble pillars, pale and cool in the morning shade. It is quiet still, but the merchants are arriving, unhurried, settling into the places they have used for years. They set out their stalls and arrange their goods with slow and practiced hands. There are wide shallow baskets of olives, dark and glistening with their own oil. There are round wheels of cheese, wrapped in green leaves and tied with cord. There are tall jars of wine, the clay cool and smooth to the touch, sealed with wax and pitch. The colors of the marketplace are rich and deep and earthy. There is the dark red of pomegranate split open to show their seeds, and the pale dusty green of grapes still cool from the night, and the deep gold of honey in its combs, and the warm brown of loaves fresh from the oven. The smells layer over one another, sweet and savory together, the salt of the sea and the green of herbs, the sharpness of cheese, the warm yeast of bread. You walk slowly among the stalls, the cool stone smooth beneath your feet, and the quiet murmur of voices rises and falls around you, soft and unhurried, like the sound of the water you have left behind. Above the marketplace, at the very highest point of the city, stands the temple. You can see it from below, white against the brightening sky, and you climb toward it slowly, up the worn and shallow steps. It is a place of sanctuary and of stillness, built of pale marble that catches and holds the first long rays of the rising sun. The columns are tall and deeply fluted, rising one after another to carry the heavy weight of the stone roof. This temple is dedicated to the gods of the sea, the great powers who hold the lives of sailors in their hands, who send the fair wind or the storm, who guard the ships or wreck them upon the rocks. You climb the last of the steps and pass between the columns. The marble is smooth and cool, worn shallow in the center of each step by the feet of countless people who have come this way before you, over years beyond counting. Inside, the air is cooler still, shaded by the great roof and the thick walls. The scent of incense hangs heavy and sweet in the dim air, drifting in slow blue threads. The inner room is dark, lit only by the small flickering flames of oil lamps set in niches along the walls. At the center stands the statue of the god, carved long ago from wood and overlaid with gold and gleaming ivory, so that even in the dimness it seems to catch what little light there is. The face of the god is calm and remote, the carved eyes gazing out and away, toward the sea that cannot be seen from within these walls. The people come here quietly, to leave their prayers and their hopes. They ask for safe passage across the water, for a gentle wind and a calm sea. They give thanks for a good catch, for a safe return, for a child comes safely into the world. And they leave small offerings at the feet of the god, a coin, a shell, a piece of fruit, a twist of woven wool. You stand for a while in the quiet darkness of the temple. The air is utterly still, and there is a sense of deep and ancient peace in this place, a stillness that has gathered here over long ages. The world outside, with all its noise and motion and bustle, seems very far away, as though it belonged to another time. Here there is only the cool stone, the small warm flames, the sweet smoke of the incense, and the silence. You breathe slowly and deeply, and the calm of the place enters into you, settling your thoughts, easing your mind into stillness. When you step out again, the sun has climbed higher, and the light has changed once more. It pours now over the marble of the temple, turning the pale stone to warm gold, and it spreads down across the rooftops of the city below. The marketplace is fully awake now, busy with the slow business of the morning, but even here the rhythm is unhurried. There is no rush in these people, no frantic haste. The day is long, and the heat of noon will soon come, and then they will retreat into the cool shade of their homes to rest through the brightest hours. You walk back down through the city, down the winding streets, toward the water. The harbor opens out before you, and the sea beyond it is a brilliant, dazzling blue now under the climbing sun, the light scattering and sparkling across the small waves until the whole bay seems strewn with broken silver. The fishing boats are coming in, low in the water, their nets heavy with the night's catch. The fishermen call softly to one another across the water, and their voices carry clear in the still morning air. The harbor is a place of work, of mending nets and stacking baskets, but it is also a place of meeting and of welcome, where the land reaches out to greet the sea. The island is a whole world unto itself, a small and self-contained universe of stone and water and growing things. The people who live here move with the turning of the seasons, guided by the sun and the rising of the stars, by the time of planting and the time of harvest, by the moods of the changeable sea. They know when the winds will come and when they will fall away. They know the deep currents and the hidden rocks. They are not separate from this place but woven into it, rooted in its thin soil, bound to its waters, as much a part of the island as the olive trees on the terraced hills. You find a quiet place at the edge of the harbor and sit down upon the warm stone. The sun is pleasant now upon your skin, gentle and kind, easing away the last chill of the long night at sea. You watch the boats coming and going, the slow lift and fall of the water against the pier, the endless play of light and shadow upon the moving surface. There is nothing you need to do here, and slowly the rhythm of the island settles into you, into your breath and your bones, a slow and steady pulse that begins to match the quiet rhythm of your own resting body. The day stretches out ahead, long and unhurried and calm. There is nowhere you must go, nothing you must accomplish, no task waiting to be done. There is only the warm stone beneath you, the wide blue water before you, the soft sound of the harbor, and the gentle warmth of the sun. The ancient world was not a world of urgency or of haste. It was a world of patience, of endurance, of slow and steady motion, of things done in their own good time and not before. And you are a part of it now, resting easy on the shore, breathing slowly in and out, rising and falling with the gentle breathing of the tide. And so you rest, and the morning passes, and the light moves slowly across the water, and there is nothing at all that you must hold on to. You can let it all go soft, and let your eyes grow heavy, and let yourself sink down into the deep ease of this quiet place, here at the edge of the ancient sea. As the morning lengthens, you wander a little way along the harbor front, past the boats drawn up on the shingle, past the nets spread out to dry in long brown webs upon the stones, past the old men sitting in the shade who watch the water with quiet, unhurried eyes. They have watched it for a lifetime, these old ones, and they will watch it still, content to let the day pass slowly around them. A cat sleeps in a patch of sun on a low wall, curled and still, and does not stir as you go by. Somewhere a woman sings softly to herself as she works, an old tune without words, and it drifts out across the water and fades. Near the end of the pier, a potter has set out his wares, rows of jars and bowls and cups, the clay still pale and matte, waiting for the kiln. He works as you watch, his hands turning a lump of wet earth upon the wheel, drawing it up slowly into the shape of a vessel, smooth and round and even. There is no haste in his hands. He has made 1,000 such jars, and will make 1,000 more, and each one rises under his fingers in its own quiet time. You watch the slow turning of the wheel, the slow rising of the clay, and something in the steady rhythm of it eases you, the way the rhythm of the sea eased you in the night. These jars will carry the wealth of the island out across the water, oil and wine and grain, sailing in the holds of ships like the one that brought you here, bound for distant harbors and far cities. And other ships will come in their turn, bringing what the island does not have, fine cloth and worked bronze, silver and tin and timber, the goods of other lands. The harbor is the meeting place of all these journeys, the still center where the long threads of the sea are gathered and tied and sent out again. For thousands of years the islands have lived this way, passing their goods from hand to hand across the water, bound together by the sea that lies between them. You climb a little way back up into the town and find a shaded courtyard where a fountain runs, a thin clear thread of water falling into a basin of worn stone. The sound of it is cool and constant, a soft and silver trickling that fills the small square. You sit upon the rim of the basin and rest, and dip your fingers into the cool water, and watch the light play upon its moving surface. The walls around you are washed pale, and a vine climbs across them, its broad leaves throwing soft shadows, and here and there the first small grapes hang green and hard, not yet ready for the autumn. The heat of the day is rising now, and the streets grow quiet as the people withdraw into the cool shade of their homes for the long, still hours of the afternoon rest. The marketplace empties. The merchants cover their stalls and go. A great hush settles over the town, broken only by the trickle of the fountain and the far-off murmur of the sea and now and then the lazy crow of a rooster somewhere on the hillside. It is the deep quiet of the middle of the day, when the whole island seems to pause and breathe and rest beneath the warm and heavy sun. You feel that stillness enter into you as well. The warmth, the soft sound of the falling water, the deep quiet of the sleeping town, all of it draws you down toward rest. Your thoughts grow slow and easy. The fountain sings its endless gentle song, and the shadows of the vine leaves stir faintly on the wall, and there is nothing at all that you must do, nowhere you must go, no hour you must keep. You may simply sit and rest, and let the long warm afternoon hold you in its quiet, here in the cool shade at the heart of the ancient island, while the whole world drowses softly all around. The heat of the long afternoon begins to soften and fade. The sun has passed its height and is sinking now toward the western sea, and as it sinks it lowers its angle and casts long, golden shadows across the stone of the harbor and the walls of the town. The fierce white light of noon has gone, and in its place comes a warm and honeyed glow, gentle on the eyes. The air begins to cool, and the sea takes on a deeper, richer color, a darkening blue that holds the gold of the lowering sun along its western edge. It is time, now, to leave the island and to continue the slow journey across the Aegean. The ship is ready once more. The sailors loosen the moorings, and the sail is raised again, rising with its familiar heavy rustle, and it catches the soft evening breeze and fills. The oars dip and pull, easing the ship away from the stone pier and out across the harbor, and then the wind takes hold and the rowers rest. The city behind you glows in the last light of the day, the white marble of the high temple turned now to honey and to bronze, the rooftops warm and golden, the windows beginning to show the first small lights within. The sounds of the marketplace fade away behind you, and once again there is only the soft rush of the water along the hull and the slow creak of the wood. The sea is calm this evening, the waves small and even and regular, and the ship rides them smoothly, with a gentle rocking motion that you feel through the deck and through your whole body, a slow rise and a slow fall, again and again. The light begins to fail, the gold draining slowly out of the sky and the water, the colors fading from the world. The horizon grows soft and indistinct, and the line between the sea and the sky begins to blur and disappear into a soft and hazy gray, until you can no longer tell where the water ends and the heavens begin. This is the time of myth, the old people believed, the hour when the world of the senses softens and gives way to the world of dream and imagination. They believed that the sea was full of unseen powers, of gods who rode the waves and nymphs who lived within the deep, of strange creatures and ancient heroes whose stories were told and told again around the evening fires. They saw stories everywhere, in the shapes of the constellations rising in the east, in the slow movement of the clouds, in the patterns the wind drew across the surface of the water. You look out across the darkening sea, and it is easy here to believe in the old stories, in this quiet and ancient place where so little has changed across so many ages. The water is deep and dark and full of mystery, hiding its secrets far below the reach of the fading light. The islands are scattered and remote, lonely shapes upon the dusk, places set apart from the world, where it seems that anything at all might be possible. The soft wind seems to carry whispers in it, faint echoes of voices that spoke long ago and have never quite faded from the air. On a far island, they say, there was once an oracle, a sacred place where those who sought to know the future would come across the sea to ask their questions. They would climb to a quiet shrine among the rocks, and there a voice would answer them, speaking in words that were never quite clear, that could be turned this way or that, like the slow turning of the tide. People crossed great distances of water to hear those words, and went away again carrying them, turning them over in their minds through the long voyage home. The shrine is silent now, the voice long stilled, but the quiet of the place remains, gathered among the old stones. The old sailors told their stories on nights like this, in low and easy voices as the ship rocked beneath them. They spoke of the great wanderer who sailed for 10 long years to come home across this very sea, blown from island to island by the anger and the favor of the gods, longing always for the quiet shore of his own small kingdom. They spoke of the singing voices that lured ships onto the rocks, and how the wise captain stopped his sailors' ears and had himself bound to the mast so that he might hear the song and yet sail safely on. They spoke of the islands of the winds, and the caves of the sea nymphs, and the still pools where a traveler might glimpse the future in the dark water. These were not tales of fear, the way they told them, but tales of wonder, and of homecoming, and of the long patience of those who journey across the sea. For every story ended, in time, with a safe harbor, a quiet shore, or return to the place of rest. The sea might wander a ship far and long, but the sea also brought it home at last. And so the stories were a comfort in the dark, a promise whispered against the vastness of the night, that all journeys end, that all wanderers come at last to rest. You listen to the soft remembered murmur of those voices, and they blend with the sound of the water and the creak of the wood until you can no longer tell the words apart, and they become only a gentle sound, a soft and soothing presence in the dark. The ship rocks on, slow and steady. The stars will slowly overhead. The cool air moves gently across your face, and the salt scent of the sea fills each slow and easy breath. There is a star low in the north that does not move, that holds its place while all the others turn around it, and the sailors steer by it, and it leads them home. You fix your drowsy eyes upon it for a while, that one still point in all the turning sky, steady and patient and sure, and it seems to hold you too, to keep you safe, to lead you gently on toward the quiet harbor where rest is waiting. The ship sails on through the gathering dark, guided now by the first stars that have appeared low in the eastern sky. The sailors are quiet, their faces dimly lit by the small steady flame of a single lantern hung near the mast. They move with a slow and easy grace, tending the sail, watching the water, reading the wind by the feel of it on their cheeks. They are a part of the ship and a part of the sea, bound into the long rhythm of the voyage, and they have no need of haste, for the night is long and the harbor will wait. The night deepens around you. The air is cool and very still, and the wind is no more than a soft and steady breath against your skin. The sound of the water is a constant, soothing murmur, rising and falling, washing endlessly along the hull, a lullaby older than any words, washing away the last small cares of the long day. The ship beneath you is like a cradle now, holding you safe, rocking you gently, carrying you onward through the soft and quiet dark. You let your eyes fall closed, and you let the slow motion of the ship take you over. The gentle rocking is steady and hypnotic, a slow swing that rises and pauses and falls, again and again, until it seems to match the slow rhythm of your own breathing, and you can no longer tell which is the ship and which is your breath. The clean sharp scent of the sea fills you with each slow breath, and empties out again, and fills you once more. The world outside the ship grows distant and dim, until there is only the sound, and the motion, and the deep and gentle dark. For a long while there is nothing but the slow passage of the ship across the calm and starlit water, the gentle dip of the oars, the soft creak of the timbers, the wide and patient dark. The shore is still far off, and there is no need to hurry toward it, and you let the time stretch out, soft and unmeasured, each slow breath following the last, each gentle swell lifting the ship and letting it down again. You think of the islands you have seen, the bare cliffs in the moonlight, the green terraces and the white town in the morning sun, the cool dark temple, the singing fountain in the shaded square, and they drift through your mind like the islands drifting past in the dark, dim and lovely and far away, asking nothing of you, only passing softly by. The voyage is nearing its end now. The ship is turning toward the sheltered coast, toward a quiet harbor where it will come at last to rest. The sea grows calmer still, the small waves smoothing out into a wide and glassy stillness that holds the faint light of the stars. The wind drops away to nothing, and the sail hangs heavy and slack against the mast. The sailors take up the long oars once more, and their slow and even splashing is the only sound now in all the quiet of the night, a soft and rhythmic dipping, on and on, easing the ship gently home. You are drifting now, somewhere between waking and sleeping, in that soft borderland where the two worlds touch and mingle. The thoughts in your mind have slowed, and grown vague, and begun to come apart, drifting loose like leaves upon still water. The images of the day rise and blend together and slip away again, the white marble of the temple, the dark glistening olives, the bright and dazzling blue of the morning sea, the gold of the evening light, all of them softening, fading, sinking gently down into the shadows of sleep. The harbor appears at last in the distance, a low dark shape against the darker land behind it. A few small lights show along the shore, warm and faint, points of quiet welcome in the wide and gentle night. The ship moves slowly toward them, silent and smooth, gliding across the still black water with hardly a ripple. The stone pier waits ahead, solid and unmoving, patient as it has been through 1,000 nights. The ship touches the stone, so softly that you barely feel it. The ropes go out, and are made fast, and the long voyage is over. The oars are drawn in and laid to rest. The sailors grow still. And the silence that comes down now is deep and full and complete, a heavy and peaceful quiet that settles over the water and the ship and the sleeping land, and over you. There is nothing you need to do. You do not need to rise, or to move, or to go anywhere at all. You can stay just where you are, here on the deck of the ship, in the quiet and the dark, held safe within the sheltering harbor. The water is still. The night is calm. The whole of the ancient world has gone to sleep around you, wrapped softly in the dark, and you may go to sleep within it. High overhead the stars will slowly through their ancient courses, turning as they have always turned, marking the slow and patient passage of the night. Beneath you the sea breathes on, a slow and endless rhythm, rising and falling, the same now as it was long ago, the same as it will be long after this night is done. And you are a part of that rhythm now, carried within it, breathing slowly with the breathing of the sea, rising and falling with the gentle swell of the deep. Let the darkness hold you. There is no weight to carry here, nothing to keep, nothing to hold on to. Let the soft sound of the water fill you, and let it carry away whatever remains of the day. Let the slow motion of the sea rock you, gently, down and down, deeper and deeper into the quiet, where the thoughts grow soft and dim and finally fall still. There is nowhere you must be. There is nothing you must do. There is only this, the dark, the stillness, the slow sea breathing beneath you, and rest, and rest, and rest. Sleep now. Drift down, and let yourself go, and sleep. Good night, from the Somnolent Archive.